guys, it's Jem here with your weekly reading. Remember, this is just a general reading, may not be for everyone, but just take the message that resonates. This is for the week ahead, but can also be a little bit out of that time space, so whenever you see this, it's right for you. Okay. Basically, we are going into a fresh week. We've got a full moon coming up at week's end. The underlying energy of this reading is the Six of Pentacles. This is about balance. It's about giving and receiving equally. So I feel like this reading is going to be a little bit about how we can bring things more into balance in our lives, and, you know, make things a little bit more balanced. So if you've been feeling like certain life areas are out of whack, whether it's relationships, your health, your sleep, your job, your monies, all that stuff, this is really about the focus on what we can do to help us navigate and bring things more balanced. So where you're giving your energy, you're receiving it. You know, whether that's offering a service for money, that's an equal energy exchange. You know, whether you're, like your relationships, all that kind of stuff. Just whatever we can do to kind of bring in this balance. But let's see what the weekly read has in store. Interesting. All right, so we've got a lot of wands energy here today, a lot of fiery energy, but this is very fitting. We are going into Leo season. Leo is a fire sign. So sort of leading into this Leo season, you know, and especially coming out of Cancer season, we've got the 10 of Wands. So this is really about, like, this week we really see us packing up the shit, taking with us what we need, and we've walking away, like we're sort of turning away from the mountain. I feel like for some of you, you've, like, especially through the last week or so, you've really been pushing shit uphill. Almost like you've been trying to tackle mountains that are just ridiculously large. And look, we all have our times when we climb our mountains. They're our goals, they're our achievements, it's our growth. But sometimes we commit to a mountain that's not for us. You know, not everyone wants to climb Everest, you know what I mean? It's not to say you can't go climb another mountain. It's not to say one's better or worse. It's just saying there are different mountains for different people. It's time to climb the one that works for you. So if you feel like you have been trekking up mountains, you're gaining no progress, you've just had enough, you're carrying all this baggage and you're just like, you know what, this is just too hard. It's not worth it. And it's okay to stop climbing the mountain and find another mountain. Okay, I know I'm seeing a lot of mountain here, but this is also that analogy of, like, it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to change your path. It's okay to change your career, your direction, your relationship, whatever. Because I feel like, especially through Cancer season, especially through the last new moon, especially through these retrograde periods, we've cleaned up. We were carrying so much baggage and we thought, you know what, this is too heavy. I'm just going to take exactly what I need. I'm going to get on my merry way and, you know, we're just going to leave this and start something new. So whatever's kind of left your life, or whatever you feel like you've had to walk away from or let go of. I know last week's reading was a lot about letting go of the past. So this is kind of that confirmation that you have let go a lot of stuff. You've purged a lot of stuff. And that leads to victory. Again, this wands, this spotlight, this I did it. So for a lot of us, we think that until we reach the top of the mountain will we be successful, when really it's choosing what's best for you that is the success. All right, so I feel a lot of you, like I said, you've looked, you've evaluated, and you've gone, you know what, this just isn't for me. The reason this mountain just never ends is because it's not my mountain. So maybe you've been in a job or a relationship that on the outside looks pretty good, but on the inside it's just destroying your soul, and you've just gone, why do I want to keep putting energy, unreciprocated energy, into this thing, or these things, might be more than one for some, when it's not giving me anything in return? So this is a moment of absolute success for many of us. We've had that realization and gone, I don't need this. Why am I pushing all this energy when I'm not getting anything back? I'm depleting myself for someone, something, some belief, whatever. And now you are victorious in that epiphany on its own accord. So you might not have anything material or physical that represents it, but there's a lot of chance you're feeling pretty fucking good on the inside, because you've chosen you. You've chosen you first, your soul, your desires, not anyone else's, not your parents, society. You know, you kind of just stepped into your own light and gone, I'm going to just do me, because I don't need to keep climbing mountains for people and things and beliefs that ain't giving shit back to me. And that's a huge call, but that's exactly the energy I'm getting in. Spirit's just like, yes, get it, girl. Like, they are your biggest hype squad right now. They're just standing back. Like, I can actually hear like the streamers, party poppers clapping. Um, you know, it's that letting go that's enabled you to free right up. And now you're just like, oh my God, why was I? And, you know, just importantly, don't fall into the shame or the guilt spiral that can come with these. If, you know, oh, why was I holding on to that for so long? Well, you know, I should have known better. No, you always know what you know when you know it. There's no reason to guilt yourself into here. You were doing something that wasn't aligned, you've let it go, and now it's a victory. So focus on the wins, focus on the feeling, focus on the feel good vibe, not the, you know, what's left behind. Because there is this sort of Five of Pentacles energy. This is naturally an energy that comes with letting go, because we do wonder if potentially we've done the right thing. Have we made the right decision? Especially because with the way the energies are now and have been for a little while, they are moving so quickly. There is always so much more uncertainty and so much need for trust and flow that we can kind of go, oh, fuck, well, now what do I do though? Like, what do I do now without this belief, this job, this person? You've got the key to open a new door, always, always. But you've got the choice too to either dwell on it, take time, like, you know, letting go of anything. When you ascend into newer versions of yourself, you also need that time to get to know this new energy. So, you know, it's okay to take time and heal and relax, but don't let yourself get caught up in that mentality of like, oh my God, I've made a mistake. I'll go back to my mountain that wasn't taking me anywhere. You've got the key to a new door, okay? So don't sort of sit in the middle of this corridor and procrastinate too much on a feelings, but, you know, open the new door, see what's available to you. Overall, this week is very victorious in its own sense that you have awakened to new clarity within, and that is a superpower if you allow it to be, okay? I feel like on the physical element, there's not a lot going on. Like I said, I think in the physical reality, either your reality or otherwise, it's looking a bit dim and grim still. It's looking a bit, what the fuck? What is happening, especially if you are still in a location with lockdowns and restrictions and things like that. It can look like everything is falling apart, but on a higher level, your higher self, you have consciously moved through something massive. You've got rid of a lot of dead weight, and you are standing in that victory, and more balanced energy is coming in. Okay. Again, whether it's a physical element of a job, a relationship, health and wellness, whatever, a business, or whether it's a spiritual element, like I said, an energy, a belief, like clearing or whatever you've done, just use this week to be proud of yourself, honor your emotions, and just see where you're actually sitting now. Don't get caught up in what your reality looks like. There's a mismatch. Your higher self is advanced, your physical body is still a bit down, so it will take a little bit for them to align. And that's why it's important to trust and feel into your body this week, and your higher self, as opposed to taking your reality at face value. Okay? So I hope that helps whoever needs it. But this energy feels so good. It just feels like there's been so much clarity. You know, again, you've stopped fighting and pushing and climbing and exerting yourself for things and beliefs and people. Like I said, it's going to be a bit different for everyone, but for some of you, like I said, you will physically be moving out of relationships and things like that. Maybe like you've been holding on to an ex for years, and like through this last sort of week or two, you've just gone, I can't do this anymore, and you've let go. You know, like these are all things to be proud of. These are the things we don't give ourselves that like victorious oomph behind, because it's not a physical or material thing. And a lot of us hold a belief that like until we obtain something in our hands, it's not a success. But those are all successes. Letting go of the past, moving through stuck energy, leaning into deeper emotions and painful emotions and moving through it, getting to the other side. They are all successes that we need to become more proud of and more observant of, because that's what's leading us to allow our lives to become more balanced, more victorious, and just, you know, less weight on the shoulders, less victim mentality. We're starting to create that new reality. Okay, so I hope that helps you guys. As always, you can book a private reading with me. If you are struggling in this 3D at the moment, healing, grounding is all very helpful. So, you know, you can reach out to me for that. Otherwise, yeah, have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments, guys, how you found this.